So last time we really focused on the upper back for the foam rolling. So you can actually roll your lower back, and I'm going to show you how to do that safely. A lot of times clients make a big mistake. They kind of overarch their whole lower back, which doesn't feel that good and kind of takes your breath away. So if you do roll your lower back, if your lower back's sore, you know we have muscles down there, which is totally fine. That might be a little bit sore from deadlift. So if you do roll your lower back, just maintain a little bit of a crunch position. And again, you can kind of roll over those muscles. Pretty normal, just like the other ones. So just maintain that little bit of a crunch and avoid overarching backwards, okay? All right, another huge area that restricts a lot of movement is the lat. So again, the lat goes all the way from your armpit, all the way basically down, attaches to your hip. So we can kind of roll, be careful, we won't roll directly on our ribs, but again, you're gonna be leaning back a little bit more when you do that, okay? So to roll on your lat effectively, so I'm not so much rolled forward, I'm more so leaning back a little bit and getting the big meaty part of right underneath my armpit on top of that foam roller. So again, I'm going nice and slow. Again, it's a huge muscle, so just take some time. If you find that trigger spot, you know, you can move your arm around, put it in different positions, move it around appropriate, lean back a little bit more than you would used to. Do it with your arm in. If you want it more advanced, you can do it with your arm out. Feels pretty good, it's a pretty big muscle group. So again, make sure you hit both sides. And yeah, another one for you to use. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and go to our chest, okay? So basically about a good 2 inches underneath your collarbone. Once you find your collarbone, just take your fingers, top 2 fingers, and kind of if you run that horizontally, that's basically your collarbone up there. And that's the same, just below that is where your pec runs. So again, pretty tight spot. We're always at our desk. We're always kind of internally hunched over on our phones. So this is gonna feel amazing in there, okay? So again, the path of the ball is gonna be all right through there, but we're gonna just push our chest against the wall to kind of apply more pressure and dig in there a little bit deeper, so you just get better leverage, all right? I'll start facing you. Again, I'm just gonna place the ball roughly anywhere in my chest area. My backhand is up on the wall, as you can see. You can start with it up, you can start with it down below. Either way is fine. There's no rules. Again, you have the freedom to freestyle. But again, you'll notice, just like everything else that we've done, is that it'll feel different when the muscle's at different tension levels. So whether the hand's elevated or the hand's below. Again, I'm just kind of pushing in, getting a lot of leverage. And again, find those trigger spots, lock it down, and just hang out. And now from here, I'll kind of raise my hand up and do a couple passes with my hand up instead of down. And again, we'll come back and coach you. Right, so now we are going to do the back side of our shoulder. It gets pretty gritty. So if you just follow your lat up that we rolled earlier, kind of right where your back and your armpit and the back of your arm kind of come meet, we're just gonna go ahead and hang out on the whole back side of that shoulder over there. It gets pretty tender. You'll know when you hit that spot. So again, we're just gonna put the ball basically right in there. If you find this little that bone on the top of your shoulder, just behind there, about 1 inch or 2. So same thing, use the wall as leverage. Pull the arm across my body. And again, just roll around, you know, try the top of the shoulder, you know, do a little bit more in the back. Again, search and destroy. So find out what's really your trigger point, because everyone's a little bit different. Once you find it, you can kind of rock your hand back and forth. Again, just have some fun. And all right, so now that we did the back of the shoulder, we're gonna do your upper traps, middle traps. So again, upper traps all up through here, that whole neck region where a lot of people get the massages, feels great. And then also through the whole back of that shoulder complex, in between the shoulder blades a little bit. You know, not directly on your spine, but just about 1 inch or 2 to the left or the right. You got 2 nice big, you know, meaty back straps up in there. So again, hopefully that helps with the visual. If not, I'll put like a anatomy picture in here. But again, same thing, put the ball on the wall. Start in the middle of the back, just kind of squat down, squat up, kind of get into your upper traps in there, hang out, just roll around. And again, you'll feel, sometimes it feels like it's like that bubble wrap when you were a kid, you'd smash it. So it kind of feels like bubble wrap a little bit. Just try to hang out and let it relax. And Just roll around different spots. You can roll to your other side. All right, so last thing we're gonna knock out real quick is the forearms. Either like if you have golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, we can do the main part of the under forearm, which again a lot for gripping and squeezing if we do farmer walks or carrying bags of groceries. And same thing, we can do the top of the forearm too. So again, there's no real right or wrong. Wherever there's muscles, we can basically roll it out. So to effectively do this, again, just put the top hand on here, apply some pressure. Typically you do it on a more stable surface or larger area. But so I'll just go in this direction. And as you can see, your fingers will actually kind of move, interestingly. I'm not doing that, just the pressure is causing those muscles to contract and do kind of weird things, okay? So you're gonna take your time, do the inside of the forearm, the outside of the forearm, and again, just apply as much pressure as you would like. And then if you want, we can do the same thing in reverse. In reverse, it'd probably be easier to do it on the wall, so if I did it on the side right here, so that way I can just kind of gently apply force on the back of the forearm, get better leverage to push against, versus if I was up top on here. So same thing, just put it wherever you'd like on that forearm. Just look for that mild discomfort, no real pain, but just that normal kind of discomfort feeling you know you should feel by now.